be duly qualified to receive the degrees of BS Honours in Social Sciences, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of BS Honours in Social Sciences, and in token thereof, I present you this degree and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of this degree.
Under the supervision of Dr. Surya Ahmed, on the title Punjabi Klasi Ki Shairi, Simple Fakra Shirazi completed her PhD here, but she is not present today. Oksana David completed her PhD in Fine Arts thesis under the supervision of Dr. on the title of Contemporary Miniature Painting in Lahore from 1980 to 2007.
In BS Computer Science, next BS Honours in Mathematical Science.
Dr. Mrs. Bushra Mateen, Vice Chancellor of the Lahore College for Women's University, Mrs. Shaista Wain, the Registrar, Deans and faculty members, graduating students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to come here on the 8th Convocation of the Lahore College for Women University. And it's always a very encouraging and a very important occasion to see so many graduates going out into the world. 877 is a very substantial number. It means there are going to be 877 females going out into the world and making a name for themselves, and Pakistan as well, including 14 PhDs. I want, of course, to give a special welcome to the Jung campus, which is also coming out for the first time. I'm sure you appreciate that education is a privilege and it's not a right, especially in Pakistan. It should have been a right, but it's not a right. So the fact that you have this opportunity and you have this privilege, I feel you owe a special debt to the people of this country. And you repay the debt, first of all, by the fact that you're female. You should make sure that you contribute, you work, and you make an equal place for yourself in this country and in the society, so it becomes an accepted norm that women have an equal status and an equal participation with men. And that is something which you have to do. The other thing is that when you go forward in life, and I'm sure you'll do and achieve a lot of things for yourself and your country, you must look back when you reach for the stars. You must look back at the so many other people from your country, students and especially females, who have not had the opportunity you have. So when you reach for the stars, you should leave some stardust behind you also. And help. I was very impressed when I went through the yearbook, not at seeing my own pictures, but I was very impressed to see the difference between the expansion in the university from 2002 to 2010. All the faculty expansion, the number of PhDs, the linkages with important universities like Imperial College, all the research papers produced, and especially subjects like biotechnology and so on, because I feel very strongly that now we are in a knowledge-based world. It's a knowledge-based world, and knowledge is power. And if we look at all the great corporations that have made a new impact, 10 years ago, if somebody was to say that the largest corporations or the largest companies in the United States of America, or on the New York Stock Exchange were knowledge-based companies, nobody would have believed it. You would never have believed that the 2 or 3 top companies in the New York Stock Exchange with valuations of hundreds of $billions are companies that don't have concrete, they don't have steel, they have only knowledge. I'm talking of companies like Microsoft, like Google, like Apple, like Amazon, like Skype. Of the top 10 companies in the United States Stock Exchange and the biggest companies in the world, they're all knowledge-based companies. And they're examples like a student called Mark Zuckerberg, who started a company called Facebook. And I'm sure a lot of you students must be on Facebook, because Facebook has become the largest expanding country in the world. They have 500 million people on it, which means it's the 3rd biggest country in the world. So it was started by an 18-year-old student, and by the time he was 21, he was offered $4 billion for the company. And today he's 26 years old, and he was offered $40 billion for the company. तो गालिब का शेर है कि रन से खुगर हुआ इंसान तो मिट जाता है रंज, रन से खुगर हुआ इंसान तो मिट जाता है रंज, मुश्किलें इतनी पड़ी मुझ पर क्या आसान हो गई। तो हम पर मुश्किलें भी पड़ती हैं, लेकिन अल्लाह के फजल से हम ना पीछे हटें और ना हम लोग डरने वाले हैं। और आप देखेंगे कि 6 माह के बाद जब तारीख लिखी जाएगी पाकिस्तान की, तो लोग कहेंगे कि हम पे ये साने आया था, ये कुदरती हादसा आया था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद पाकिस्तान के लोगों ने इकट्ठे मिल के इस सानेहा को क्रॉस करके हम लोग आगे जाकर हमने उस मुल्क के जो लोग मुतासरीन थे उनको भी हमने बहाल किया। तो the scheme that, I'm sorry, I'm in the habit of speaking in 2 languages, also in Punjabi. So I asked your Vice Chancellor to also ask the girls from your college to contribute in this plan that we have, because a number of the students from the engineering universities were also female, and they went down there on a period for a week or 2 weeks. They've been there and helping out and constructing and designing and working with the people of that area. And I feel that gave a sense of commitment, and it gave a sense of belonging and a sense of understanding that Pakistan has different types of people, we have different types of cultures, but yet we are one country despite our diversity. And I think also what you must understand that the areas that have been hit by the floods were always the poorest part of Pakistan. And they were poor before the floods, and they'll be poor probably after the floods. But when I went there, the first time, for me also, it was a very emotional experience. People had given funds to me, and I was distributing those funds in envelopes of 1,000 rupees. And these people came to me, and when I gave them the envelope, first of all, they didn't know how to open the envelope. So I helped them open the envelope. And when they opened the envelope, there was 1,000 rupees in it. And they looked at me, but they'd never seen 1,000 rupees before. So they looked at me and didn't understand. And I had to explain to them that this was 1,000 rupees. I want to tell you that again and again, that although we've had so many hits, that so many people have said this will be the end of Pakistan when the floods came. I don't know if you read the foreign press, if you read the newspapers, if you read all the blogs, but there was one theme that poor Pakistan, this is it for them now. Now they're finished. But I'm happy to say, and I'm proud to say, that we have stood together and we have overcome the worst, and inshallah we will come forward. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad.
This is an indigenous story.